Alright, howdy everybody. Brian, Indiana Creek Gold Prospecting, and Pay Dirt, and Millie, the gold sniffing dog. Y'all wanted to see, I did a survey there on my community page, and y'all wanted to see some prospecting from a different location, and we're going to do a really different location. Let's go this way. We're going to do some prospecting in the woods, 60 feet, 50 feet above waterline, if not higher, maybe 70, and a good 100 yards from the water. Oh, there's a bunch of spider webs everywhere. And then we're going to go set up the RPE and see if there's any gold in this stuff. I'll bring you back when we get to our location. Okay, hey baby girl, Millie. Baby, Jackson must have left her out and she figured out where we were at, the cabin dry over there. But see this, got a big layer of exposed bedrock down through here. And there's acorns falling, there's squirrels cutting in this big old white oak tree above me. But Ron F. and I looked up around in here, and I took home a big piece of quartz I found up here. We found some fossils that I took home. Right here's a geode that's up here. This valley, the creek's down there, the waterfall, was all an ancient river at one time. So this was a riverbank up here at one point. So as you can see, a lot of these rounded off creek rocks have washed down through here. And we're going to poke around down here. We're going to fill up a bucket and dig up under some of those slabs of bedrock and see if we can find a speck or two of gold. I mean, what I see maybe is finding some flood gold up here, just like we do at the edge of the creek now. When we go up the road to the big water, you know, we can go right at the edge, you know, up against the bank and find that micro gold. So we're going to poke around. We're going to fill a bucket up of material, and then I've got 2 buckets. We'll take them down here to the creek, classify it, and run it through the RPE just for fun. It's a nice day. Y'all were wanting to see something different. Ron and I talked about checking this stuff out when we noticed this stuff mushroom hunting. So yeah, I'm gonna get things set around here and trowel out, and I don't think we're even going to try to classify up here, but let's dig around that bedrock. All right, we're going to dig around right in here. Water would have been flowing left to right, so we're going to dig around up under these things, and like I said, just sort of for fun and just to see. I said because this was all underwater at one point. I mean, that one point was a long time ago, but between those layers there. Like something to see old Vendetta doing. Scraping that stuff right off the top of that bedrock. This is where those layers were at. Oh, I just lost all that good material there. You know, I mean, you hear the neighbor in the Mustang. I mean, we were under shallow seas here, but you know, then the glaciers came around. But we also had that ancient river system flowing through here that originated from the Carolinas that brings us that pretty orange gold we find. And so we've got a couple different timelines of when gold could have been deposited up in here. I said this was all a river when glaciers was receding, bringing us that Canadian gold. So I'm just getting rid of that stuff, get down to some of this. This on top of that bedrock. Down where the good stuff's at. There's another layer. More chunks breaking up there. Just like that material I've got up there that I got from Creed Nine Fingers Mining. He sent me. Like dirt, smells like dirt. Cause it's dirt. That don't mean it don't have gold. Good, yeah, there's a hole right here. And you figure when the glaciers are melting off, you know, stuff that's up high is going to be slowly working its way, washing downhill. You would think that maybe get some stuff get caught along the way. But we're going to test that theory anyway. So I've seen pictures of people here in Indiana, you know, the old ancient dry river beds down southern Indiana where all the gold's at. What do you think, Millie? Anything there? Behind you. Where's it at, Millie? Is it in that hole? Where at? Where do I dig at, Millie? Where do I dig at? She seems to be sniffing pretty hard up around that rock. Bam. It's like Millie found the target. We'll see. She's saying to scrape out some material up in between these layers of dirt is the way I took it. What do y'all think? So we'll follow Millie the gold sniffing dog's lead here. and see what we come up with. All right, we'll take a little pause here and we'll get this bucket filled up a little more. Maybe work up around there. We'll be back. All right, we got about half a bucket. Got that cleaned off pretty good up under there. Got this hole in between two slabs dug out pretty good. And that's about all the more material I want to carry down the hill. So we're going to get loaded up and go down there and classify this stuff. See if there's any damn gold in here. Wish me luck. All right, we have returned. Got a turkey feather on the way down. I'll grab my other scooper. Homemade classifier here. Dirty. I crawl it in there. All right, I'm gonna get this stuff all classified down, and we'll see what we end up with. Look at all that nasty stuff in there. I think we're going to switch that stuff around a little bit, maybe rinse her out some. Wow. These little minnows out in there, gardening. Or we like to affectionately refer to them as fishing bait. There's a little better. Yeah, we got our feather all wet. I think we're going to go with this. Go get our other scooper and get a seat. A bottle of water fell out somewhere along the way, which sucks. I'm dying of thirst right now. All right, let me pause this. All right. I forgot my other scooper. That's what happens when I try to travel light, is all I call it. Half stuff that I really need ends up getting forgotten. don't have the greatest flow, and this big white elite bark that I've shoved up there ain't helping. But it's working. Not great, but it is working. So, this was a little different prospecting adventure, huh? Put my foot there, get a little more flow. I said, in theory, there very well could be gold up in there. I said ancient flood gold. Which is a possibility. I think that's pretty good water coming in these corners. Not so much in the middle there. There's a hump right there. Yeah, washing all kinds of shit through my sleeves. Probably blowing gold out now. That was a rookie move. For sure. RP is moving material. I would just shit, there's a big old chunker in here. I think it'd be just really cool to find a few specks of flower gold, you know, 100 yards away from the creek down here. I said 50 foot in elevation higher, probably. You know, gold from, you know, 8,000-10,000 years ago or something. It'd be sort of badass. And this is like a basic RPE, but it's the prototype that Eric sent me that y'all seen me when we went prospecting the other day with Ron F. and Richard, no A3 Sky Warrior. I had another section attached to that. Usually I use them, because he sent me 2 flares, I just use it as 2 sluices if I have somebody with me. But we just went with the one today because I knew we wasn't going to be doing a whole lot of material. So I wasn't going to carry a bunch of it through all the damn weeds and saplings. The woods are thick as hell now. And you can get lost in stuff that you're in year-round deer hunting or turkey hunting or in the winter. But somebody had you blindfolded and dropped you in the middle of woods right now that you knew. There's a good chance that you didn't know where the hell you're at. I heard something behind me. deer or turkey or the dickhead neighbor. Got more and more stuff washing back. That's what it is. There's an undertow right there, and material's washing back up there. Just putting shit over there. I wonder why that kept appearing there. This muddy ass water out here. After I splash back some of this dirt, kind of not splash out, but sort of get that stuff right there back in the bucket where it's supposed to be. Let me pause this and get this scooped out. And I just made another rookie mistake. See all that stuff right there where that material is gone? I don't know what the hell I was thinking. The last of the material in there, I usually rinse out and throw in a pan and pan it off. You know, to avoid this, because you always splash material out off of the freaking sleeve. So, yeah, that's what we're saying on that. We're going to let this baby run for a little bit. Pull some plenty of material down out of there. If there was anything in top, hopefully ripples caught it. Damn it. And that could be the waste. I mean, an hour or two, whatever. You know, I spent not an hour, but a good 30 minutes up there digging. And they ain't counting the time trotting through those spider webs, the mosquitoes, and the woods, just to see if there's any gold, and then do something dumbass like this. Jeez. Anyway, RPE is running pretty good. A little bit of material hanging up there at the bottom. That was full of material up there. So I guess we're going to have to trust that it got caught. If I did blow it out. Damn. Alright, we'll grab the Garrett out. And we'll get some shit situated. And do a little pan back. Alright. I can see it in the shade here. I don't know if it's going to sit. Set this down here. Shit. Alright, then I lost it again. Oh, there it is. Right there. See that? Gold in the woods on the hillside. Said 4 or 5 stories from running water now. Hasn't been running water up there in thousands of years. And there's gold. Hell yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Cool. Didn't get skunked. Mine and Ron's theory was right. That's what we're down in the bottom of the old river valley now, which is just a little creek. But yeah, I can't find it again. But anyway, yeah, we found gold in the middle of the woods. Thanks for following along on this adventure. Y'all wanted to see us prospecting somewhere new, and we did it, and we didn't even get skunked, folks. That's freaking awesome. Got the RPE sluice, did its job for sure. And we got to thank Millie, the gold sniffing dog. She must have knew that flake was up under that slab, so she let us know where to dig, and she came through for us as usual. So you all take care, and we'll be seeing you again here soon. Alright, so after I ran the material that we got over here around that bedrock layer here in the woods, I did some poking around. I'd had a stash of geodes. I had like 3 or 4 of them that I had found while mushroom hunting and just piled them up. This was one of those. But so I went ahead and spent about another 45 minutes or so poking around and not looking real hard. But look at all the geodes and other cool things that I came up with. That bucket was heavier than shit carrying up that hill. But yeah, I mean, lots of these little geodes, lots of hand-sized ones. Like that's a pretty one. Big old chunk of Indiana quartz there. This is a piece of our, let me zoom in on this here. This is a piece of our fossil layer that we have down here, the coral layer, excuse me. I guess it is fossils. But I've got slabs of this stuff up here. I usually don't bring it up, but I had the bucket right there. But look at all of those little ancient sea creatures all piled up. And this, and I should have recorded it, I think is an egg of some sort. Let me back this up a little bit. This was actually, I was cracking up, we got big layers of shell, and I was lifting up the layers of shell, and this was stuck like up and down, sticking out top and bottom in like a 1/2-inch layer of shell. So I just sort of hit the edge of the piece of shell over a rock, and this broke off. But yeah, I believe it's some kind of egg. Right there's where it's attached to the shell. But then we got this stuff too. This is part of that coral layer that we have down there. Indiana was under ocean, and then we were under shallow sea for a long time, and this is the layer from that. I mean, down here it goes down to solid bedrock, beginning of time type stuff, and this is a little bit above that. obviously. But yeah, and look at this one. Zoom in and getting close on this and go over that whole thing there. There's thousands, or maybe tens of thousands or more small animals, sea creatures. Those are those one things that you see, trilobites, I think. Little trilobites, along with all the other little things. But this, I said, is some of the stuff that cool stuff that we find. Lots of critters in there. And there's another layer right there we could flip up and I'm sure expose a bunch more. And then we found this. There's a, I can't really see it, but there's a perfect shell right there. I should have got wet. And then this stuff here is more of our Indiana hard rock material, our conglomerate stuff that we find gold in. So yeah, we'll be crushing this stuff up at some point, getting that gold out of there. Quartzy piece there. But then you got this layer right here around that quartz. This is kind of the stuff that Richard, old A3 Sky Warrior, had crushed up and found. But this has just got a lot more quartz in it. So, okay, there it is. I appreciate you hanging out with us on this Tuesday. Going on our wild adventure. We did find some gold. I'm so glad I didn't get skunked. But it's really cool. Like I said, that gold we found, I did 10,000 years ago, 8,000 years ago or so. Last time water was probably up that high. So that is sort of cool. Like I said, and all this stuff came from pretty much down there laying on the bedrock. But you all take care and jump on over there from here and go to Miller Prospecting. He shall be firing up his show shortly after this. Thank you all, and I'll try to see you over there at Dillon's.